Okay, before we get into the music, and of course we wanted to hear about the beginnings, but we need to hear, you need to fill Dave us in on some of the details. First about Radio Guru and then Radio Vagabond.
Yeah. Well, I have a production company that I started in 2007 that I call Radio Guru, just because I'm so full of myself, where I produce. In the beginning, it was 90% radio commercials. Now I don't do that anymore. It's I think the last couple of years I've done 2 spots, so it's nothing. Now it's all podcasting, and I produce podcasts for Lego and other companies, and then I call myself the Radio Vagabond, which is kind of my side project where I am literally a vagabond. I For 6 years I've been traveling full time. It's very rare that I'm in Denmark. I am in Denmark right now, but I travel full time and call myself the Radio Vagabond, and I do a travel podcast called the Radio Vagabond, where I tell stories and talk to people I meet on the streets and all over the world. And yeah, I've been to 103 countries right now, and I intend to visit them all.
So for you, this is kind of like what radio was when you first started out. Do you find that podcasting is kind of like a new frontier that it's worth digging and
Yeah, well, I went into radio because I enjoy doing it. It was my hobby, and it still is. I'm definitely not doing the podcast for fame and glory and money. I do it because I just love producing and playing and sound designing. So there's a lot of editing that goes into a 30-minute episode. Maybe I spent 2, 3, 4 full working days doing just one episode, and that's just the editing. And then I do a lot of recordings as well. But there's a lot of sound effects and music and storytelling that goes into it. And it's a passion project, and I enjoy doing it. But I've done 220 episodes so far, and I do it both in Danish and English. So yeah, it's a lot of work.